Hello, my friends. Good to see you. If you can see me and you can hear me, put a 1 into the chat. I see my VIP friends over here. I see my general session friends over here. Welcome. Good to see you. Put a smile on your face. Don't be giving me that resting, Zoom face like nobody's looking at you. I see you, Gail. There's a smile. I see you guys. Good to see you. Hope you're well. Part of this, if you want to learn how to recruit better, you need to brighten up a little bit. Some of you need to just brighten up a little bit, get a little bit sparkly instead of just being kind of like, oh, join my business, please. Got to have some fun in this business. Pretend somebody's watching you at all times. I heard a quote once, and the quote was this: at all times, someone who is able to greatly bless your life is watching. At all times, somebody who has the capability of just unbelievably blessing your life is watching. Interesting, huh? I think that's true. So I figured it out once. When it came to the value of a good recruit, what is the value? What do you think the value is of a good recruit when it comes to somebody joining your business and building something big? I think it's pretty big, pretty valuable. Yeah? What kind of a price tag would you put on it? If somebody joined your business and worked as hard as you did, what would that be worth a year? It's a big number because it's not just what they produce. It's how much they inspire others, how much they inspire you, how much confidence they build, all that stuff. Patty, if you're in the VIP group, then you're good. You're in the VIP group. You're good. So anyway, before I go any farther, I'm getting ahead of myself. We got the next 58 minutes to be able to walk through this and help you get some guidance on how to recruit better. I have, we decided to let people on social media to just get a little sneak peek of this challenge. So people are watching on YouTube, on Facebook, on Instagram, and any of you that are watching, or any of you have friends that are watching, you would like them to join the challenge for free, you just go to goproinsider.com/challenge. That's how you register for free. goproinsider.com/challenge. Is this backwards? Probably backwards for my Instagram people. goproinsider.com/challenge. That'll get them in. Okay? Second thing I will tell you up front quickly is this is a free challenge for today and tomorrow. We have 1 hour. We're going to go for the next 57 minutes, and then we're going to have a VIP only session for the next hour to answer questions and do live coaching. If you're stuck, you want to get questions answered, the VIP group is for you. I would recommend it. Tomorrow, we have another free hour of the challenge, part 2, and then a VIP session after that. And then the next day, May 3rd, we have a 2-hour VIP only session. Okay? So if you want to be a VIP, upgrade to VIP, it's $49.99. You get the 1-hour bonus training and Q&A each day, the 2-hour day 3, 12 months access to all the replay of this. You can upgrade anytime. Okay? Just check your email. If you upgrade, click on the button, whatever, in your dashboard. Check your email, or maybe it'll just move you straight in there and take care of it. Okay, that's it. Ready to go? All right. What is the value of a good recruit? Could it be $10,000 a month? Is it possible? Could you earn that much from one person joining your business and doing well? Possible. In some cases, even more. Possible. So I'm going to be writing a bunch of different things, right? Some of you, English is your first language. Some of you, English is your second language. Some of you watching in replay, whatever. But hang with me, okay? I want to show you a few things. 4 things that we do. 4 things that we do. Do you know what they are in building a network marketing business? 1, we sell. Nothing happens. Nobody gets paid. Nobody gets compensated unless we sell, right? That's the only thing that triggers earnings. We sell valuable products and services using word-of-mouth advertising. That's what we do, number one. Number two, we recruit. We recruit an ever-expanding team of other people who are out there selling and growing their business. Number three, we duplicate. We teach people to teach people to teach people to teach people. And number four, we lead. We lead the teams that we build. Those are the four things. So what I want to do is walk you through a basic process to figure out the recruiting process. I'm not going to talk to you in this particular challenge about sales or duplication or even leadership. I'm going to be acting like a leader a bit by just saying, look, what is a leader's job? Some of you are already leaders, right? So you can use what I'm sharing with you with your teams. So hopefully you're taking notes for yourself. You're also taking notes to be able to turn around and share this with others. But what a leader's job is to get people to take more action than they were going to take. That's the job. Get them to do something they weren't going to do. That's the job. So recruiting is really the gateway to scaling your business, because there's only so much you can sell yourself. If you really believe in your product or service and you really want to expand it around the world and you really want to help people, that's fantastic. There's only so much you can do by yourself. If you want to turn this into your mission and help other people understand it, you need more people. So just think about this as far as building a team more than like getting somebody, right? Adding somebody to your team, adding somebody to your organization. That's what we want to focus on here. And let me give you one thing. And this is a bit of a confession. Those of you who don't know me, hi, nice to meet you. I've been involved in this profession for 37 years. I've been training people around the world for the last 16 years. Wrote this book, Go Pro, 7 Steps to Becoming a Network Marketing Professional. Sold about almost 5 million copies around the world. I've helped a lot of people, and I'd like to help you. But let me tell you how I started. I'm an introverted person by nature. How many of you are introverted a little bit by nature? Put a 1 in the chat if you're introverted. If you lose energy in a crowd. Look at all the introverts, right? And growing up where I grew up, and the whole environment, I always felt like I was excited about the idea of recruiting, having people on my team, but I really didn't like the actual act of recruiting. I just didn't like it. I felt like I was imposing on people. I felt like I was bothering people. I felt like, it's just like, I love this part when somebody joins, and then it's fun to go work with them, and have the whole collaboration, the community and all that. But to try and take somebody who's focused someplace else and get them to focus on what I wanted them to focus on was always a big lift for me. And there's a misconception that's going around the world right now. And if you hear millionaires and billionaires being interviewed, like, what's the key to success? You ever heard these interviews? What's the key to success? You know what you hear a lot of times? Only do what you love. Because if you only do what you love, you never work a day in your life. Such terrible advice. It's maybe the worst advice I've ever heard. It's so, I understand you have to have a general passion for it, but show me anybody who did anything significant where all they did was what they loved. How many of you have children? Put a 2 in the chat. Put a 2 in the chat if you have children. How many of you as parents only did what you loved with your children? Did you, or did you do some things that you didn't love? Of course. Why? Because you loved them. So you can love your network marketing business, not necessarily love the recruiting side, and still get results. So I did not love it. I was uncomfortable. I always felt like insecure with it, but I knew I needed to make it happen. And I figured out how to be a recruiter where I could recruit any day I wanted. I could teach you how to be a recruiter where you can recruit any day you want. It's a skill that's important. If you really care about people, you'll get out of your being an introvert and you'll get into more conversations with people. Okay? So I'm just going to give you a framework today, and we're going to try and boil it down to make it as simple as absolutely possible. I think simple tends to duplicate a little bit better. But first thing you need to do, decide. This is a recruit 1 challenge. It's not recruit 10. It's not recruit 100. My most famous training is how to recruit 20 people in 30 days. I mean, I've trained so many people around the world on how to recruit 20 people in 30 days. And that might sound intimidating to you. There's this law of motion that says things that get in motion tend to stay in motion. So if I can help you get the 1, then maybe we can get the 2. If I can help you get the 1, maybe we can get to 5. I help you get the 1 or 1 more. Maybe you did 1 a while ago and you haven't done 1 since. And from lack of use or lack of practice, you're a little insecure. You just want to get things going. I want to help you get things going. So make the decision that you're going to recruit 1. Just make the decision. I'm doing it. I'm going to do it in the first week of this month. Some of you, just as a result of signing up for this challenge, have already recruited 1. Put a 3 in the chat if you've already recruited 1. If you've already done it, just after signing up. Isn't that funny? Look at all the 3s. Just from making the decision to be here, it got you into motion. Fantastic. Amazing. Nice work. Now, we're going to help you recruit 1, because I want you to think about this for yourself, and I want you to think about this for your team. There's a statistic, if you look at big data in network marketing, if a person in their first 90 days plus their sign-up month, if they don't earn any money from the company, they earn $0. They sign up in their first month plus 3 months, they earn $0. The retention of that person, will they be active in your business 90 days later, is 20%, approximately. If they earn $1, a single dollar, in that same period of time, retention goes to 74%. Wow. Pretty amazing. Okay? So little tiny things make a huge difference. Other big data that I will give you is at any moment in time, if you take big data, 70% of people that are distributors in the network marketing profession have recruited 0 people. At any moment in time, 70% have recruited 0 people. And you can see how that would happen, right? Let's say you have 100 people on your team, and you say, well, that statistic's not going to work for me. I'm going to make sure that those 100 people recruit at least 1. Well, if they do, then you'll have 200 people on the team, and 50% of them will have recruited 0 people. Make sense? So it's like, it's part of what it is that we're doing as you're expanding a network. There's going to be the fringe of that network that is selling and just getting onboarded. So it's 50% if you get everybody on your team to do 1. 70% if you don't. So anyway, make a decision. Most of recruiting is a decision. It is not a strategy. It is not a skill set. It is just a decision. I'm going to do it. I'm not going to be stopped. I'm going to make it happen. Okay? So how many of you are willing to make a decision? Put a 1 in the chat. I'm doing it. I'm doing it. For sure and no kidding, I'm doing it. All right, fantastic. Next thing you need to do, well, we're going to go through all the different steps. I'm going to say goodbye to the people on social because it's 15 minutes after. If you want to register for this, if you want to get the rest of this training, we're just getting going on it, go to goproinsider.com/challenge. Those of you on YouTube and Facebook, go to goproinsider.com/challenge. Once you click on the button, check your email. That'll get you right back into here so you can watch as we're doing this live. Okay? So that's it. I'm going to say goodbye to Instagram. Here, Instagram. Say goodbye. Say goodbye, 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 goodbye. Bye-bye. Okay. Got it. All right. So we made the decision, number one. Number two, we're going to have to find prospects. Find prospects. So here's what I want you to focus on. For this challenge, who are the easiest people you can find? If we're going to just try and get some results, who's the easiest people you can find? Now, I'm a big believer in don't prejudge, give people a chance. Like some good prospects, let's talk about what would make an easier. If we're going to just try and get results, you're going to eventually try and help everybody. But at the beginning, who's the easiest? Is your family and friends the easiest? Not usually. Not usually. Family and friends give you a hard time sometimes. You know, so one, let's go over here, would be customers. Your current customers. Yeah? Those are higher quality. If they're enjoying your product or service, they're a higher quality prospect. That's where you can go. Two, when you make your list, let me tell you what I like to do. This is my basic strategy for figuring out the best prospects I could find. Okay? One, who is ambitious? If I learn how to write. Who is ambitious? Who wants more in their life? If they are, once I make the list, you know, and let me back up. Before we grade the list, let me give you the big three. If you want to make a list, here's what I would encourage you to do. If we want to get this done in 2 days, if I was sitting down with you, I would have you just grab your phone and write down every single person that you have in your phone onto a piece of paper. If they're not a customer, or excuse me, if they're not a distributor right now, put their name on a piece of paper. Number two, every single person in your email. Number three, every single person you're connected to in any way on any social platform. Let's start there. Take an hour, when we're done here, take an hour and just make as complete a list as you can make. Don't prejudge anybody. Just write them all down. Got it? Very simple. The big three: phone, email, social. Got it? And just, you don't need, this is an ongoing process. You're going to be doing this for a long time, keeping an active candidate list going. But every once in a while, when you're doing a project like this, if I'm sitting down with you, and I'm going to pretend I'm sitting down here with Norman, or I'm sitting down here with Christina, and just say, okay, you ready to go? All right, good. I'm going to sit right here, and I want you to make a list of 100, as many as you can make in 60 minutes. Just write their names down. Go, 60 minutes. They say, oh, I already have it in my phone. Out of sight, out of mind. Let's get it on a piece of paper. I'm going to just sit here and wait. Now, if I tell you to do this, listen. There's something about human nature in network marketing that's different than traditional business. I could tell you to make a list, and you've joined this challenge, and I could tell you to take an hour and make a list. You've joined this challenge. You say, yes, I trust you. And half of you won't do it. When this challenge ends, you're going to just go do something else. But you're not going to take that hour and make a list. It's the most amazing thing. But if I'm sitting in Norman's living room, I'm going to just sit right here, Norman, until that list is made. I'm sitting here for 60 minutes. I'm starting my timer on my phone and go. I already have a list. Show me. Show me your phone. How many contacts do you have? How many connections do you have on your social media? Show me. Keep going. Keep going. Oh, I've been doing it for 15 minutes. I got stuff. Keep going. If I sit there with Norman, he's going to do it. Right? So don't make me babysit you like a child. Just employ yourself and take an hour and do a little bit of the heavy lifting. Heavy lifting. Oh, it's so heavy. I have to write names. What if I told you? This is so hard. I've got to write names down. Oh, I can't believe he's making me do this. This is so annoying. Make a list. Got it? So how many of you are going to make a list for 1 hour, 60 minutes, and just keep going until you're done? Put a 2 in the chat if you're willing to do it. And I want you to know, when you signed this challenge, you agreed to a hidden camera following you around for the rest of these 48 hours. And we're going to be recording and documenting your results for everybody so they can watch what you're actually doing. No, we're not really doing that. I wish we could do that. It would be amazing if we could do that.
Camping items.
The AI bots in your social media is probably doing that already now. But anyway, just do the thing you said you were going to do. Okay? Got it? All right. Now, once you have the list, start putting stars next to them if they have any of these qualities. If they're ambitious, put a star next to their name. If they're dissatisfied with something, their job, their income, where they live, their school for their kids, they're not getting recognized enough, they're not in a supportive environment, they're just dissatisfied with something. The commute or putting their kids in childcare or something. If they're dissatisfied with something enough that you think they're ready for a change, then put another star next to their name. Now, some people are going to have 0 stars, some people have 1 star, some people have 2 stars. If you don't know, don't put a star next to their name. Okay? Next, entrepreneurial. Are they entrepreneurial in nature? Are they trying to figure out ways to make some money? Are they interested are they money motivated? Now you can have 3-star people, 2-star people, 1-star people, and 0-star people. Yeah? Here's another one that I love. Who do you know that's competitive? Do you do this even if you've already spoken to them? Yeah, sure. Who do you know that's competitive? I can work with a competitive prospect. If I find somebody who's competitive, how many of you are competitive? Put a 3 in the chat if you're competitive. In our business, it's just kind of by nature. If you're not competitive, you just compete with yourself, if that bothers you. But man, if you find somebody that you're talking to that's competitive, you can use that to help them see an opportunity. You can use that to get them going. You can use that for them to compare themselves with other people and want to win. And if you're not, Jacqueline, you don't have to be competitive to win. I'm just saying it's a trait that I've noticed in my business building. So ambitious, dissatisfied, entrepreneurial, competitive, open-minded. And entrepreneurial people are typically open-minded. Typically. Way more than you think. So these tend to kind of go together. And you can come up with your own, maybe you have something that ties to your product. If you're in the health and wellness company. Are they into health and wellness? Would that help? or you're in a travel company. They're into travel. Would that help? Sure. So if they're into whatever it is that you're selling, whatever it is that you're marketing, you can put another star next to their name. Now, what are you going to have? 5-star people, 4-star people, 3-star people, 2-star people, 1-star people, 0-star people. Now, the 0 stars, you just don't know enough information about them. So where should you start? Start with the 5 stars. Right? Let's start there. Let me add another one. They have money. Sometimes people join network marketing and they're saying, I'm going to go recruit all of the broke people I know. Well, broke and negative usually go together. Have you noticed? Have you noticed? It's not broke and excited. It's not broke and open-minded. It's broke and negative, usually. Broke and cynical. So, are you going to give those broke people a chance? I'm glad somebody gave me a chance. I was a broke person. Only way I could really join my company is my dad gave me a loan. So you're going to give everybody a chance. But in this challenge, let's focus on who's going to have the best chance. You got it now? So you should be able to grade your list in another 30 minutes. Make your list in 60 minutes. Grade your list in 30 minutes. So you got make list 60, grade list 30. And sorry for my terrible handwriting. But make a list for 60 minutes, grade the list for 30 minutes. Now we're still going to prepare just a little bit more to get ready to go spread the word. Okay? Now, after you've made your list and you grade your list, you got to determine what are you going to, when you contact these people, what are you going to invite them to do? So our job in recruiting, let me tell you what our job is. Our purpose is to educate. Our job is to educate people to the point that they understand what we have. That's our job. Because here's what I found is once a person is educated, once they know the information, once they get the facts, it's easy for them to make a decision. So our job is to educate, not to recruit. Recruiting is a result. Education is our goal. And that tiny little thing helped me so much. It helped me so much because in recruiting, it felt really personal if somebody said no. If somebody said no to education, it didn't hurt very bad. It's like they don't want to be educated. Okay. It wasn't as personal for me. So education was easy distinction for me to get solid. Recruiting was a little tougher emotionally. So our goal is to educate to the point that people understand what you have. Write that down, please. My goal is to educate everybody I know and people I come into contact with on what I have. Now, some of you are saying, well, do I have to talk to people I know? Because I'd really rather not. I get it. I get it. Some of you have blown up your WORRE market. Some of you have, everybody's like, oh, stop talking to me about this thing. Because, you're trying to figure it out as you go. Here's what I would say. This is where everybody starts. Everybody starts with the people that they know. And then it's people they meet after that becomes the skill part of our business. I'm not worried about, well, let me say it a different way. Some of you have been involved in your business for years and years. Okay? Anybody who's been involved in your business for, let's say, more than 3 years, I want you to put something into the chat for everybody else's edification. what percentage of the people that you've personally sponsored did you meet after you joined? What percent of the people that you personally sponsored did you meet after you joined? Look at the percentages. So it doesn't really matter how many people you know right now, or if those people create a huge success for you or not. You're going to learn how to find people constantly, and those relationships are going to be valuable, and you're going to turn those into educated people, and some of those people will join, some will become customers, and some of them will say not now, and some of them will say not forever. Fine. But this just gives you a start. Fair? Okay. So decide, find prospects, make a list, grade the list, and then we have to determine what are we going to do. What is our, we'll call this invite to what? Now I want something that is not you. I would like you not to be the fact giver when it comes to the education, because we want to help you get the most amount of success. So there's 3 different types of things that you can invite people to. Three different big categories. And I'm going to get rid of this on the right side over here. Three areas. You've got in-person events, online events, and then tools, video or website or Zoom recording or whatever. So which one is most powerful? In-person events, of course. It's always most powerful, but it's most difficult for the average person to get somebody to attend an in-person event. An online event, live online event, is second most powerful because it's like this. It's got a little bit of tension to it. It's got a beginning, middle, and an end. People can see some social proof. And then you have tools. They're the third most effective, but for the brand new person, this might be your number one most effective. Let me tell you what happened to me and why figuring this out is really, really important. I want you to make a list right now as I'm talking. What are all the things you can invite a person to? What could you invite somebody to? Could you invite them onto a Zoom? Can you invite them to a 2-on-1 conversation with you and your upline? Could you invite them to watch a video? Could you invite them to get on a 3-way chat? Could you invite them to what? What is it? What are you going to invite them to? 3-way call. Here's what I will tell you on 3-way calls. They work. 3-way chats are usually better to start. You do a 3-way chat and then you turn that into a 3-way call. Just to let you know. I'll talk about that in a minute. So you need to know what you're going to invite them to. Because here's what people, when they're first getting started, here's what I did. I joined my network marketing company, super excited, and I started calling everybody. Let me tell you about it. Let me tell you about it. Blah, 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 blah. And first of all, I have no knowledge, no skill, no experience, and I'm trying to share this business with a person, and all they have to do is throw a couple objections at me and make me look like an idiot, which was not encouraging. And the other thing that I had struggled with is if I'm trying to recruit, I wasn't somebody to be admired. I was 23 years old when I first started, And I had 18 jobs before I was 23 years old. I had no credibility, none, zero. All of my friends were just like me, trying to make enough money to get to the weekend. So everybody was broke. Nobody had any money. So my little trick when I first got involved, my dad and his best friend were my sponsors. So, and they were busy. They were working in the real estate business. They were busy. So I went over to my mom and dad's house and I got their address book. And I decided to call my mom and dad's friends before they had a chance to call them, because I knew them too. So, and here's what I tried to do. I said, I tried to call these people. Let's say it was Chuck Morris here. Hi, Chuck. How you doing? If I'm calling up Chuck, and Chuck's a friend of my dad's, and I'm like, hey, Chuck, I got this amazing opportunity for you. And he's like, kid, what are you doing? I'm a real businessman here. I get you're excited, but this is silly. And I just got that over and over and over again. I went, oh, this is not working. So I learned a couple tricks. Trick number one was to play myself down and play up to their ego. This is a great trick for any one of you. Play yourself down, play up to somebody else's ego. It's so good. I would call Chuck and say, Chuck, nice to talk to you. Thank you for taking my call. Listen, as you know, I've been trying to figure out my life. I'm 23. I've had a bunch of different jobs. I've been trying to find my thing. And I've been really struggling. And I've always admired you, Chuck, for what you've done in business and how you carry yourself. And, you know, you just seem to know a lot of things about business and entrepreneurship. And it would mean the world to me if you would look at this thing that I'm doing and give me some advice. I'll come to you. Would you give me some advice? And you know, if I go out and be successful, I'll tell everybody, you were the one that helped me. You gave me some encouragement. You gave me some direction. Would you do that for me, Chuck? It would really, really help. I'd really, really appreciate it. Be humble. Yeah? And guess what I started getting? Sure, kid. Because you know what I found out? Most people don't get compliments. Even if they do great work, they don't get compliments from their family. They don't get compliments from their friends. They don't get compliments from their coworkers. So when you compliment them about the fact that you admire them, they open wide open and say, okay, sure. And I always would say something like, Chuck, I'll make it easy on you. It's not a big, difficult thing. Chuck says, okay. I'm like, oh my gosh. I got somebody to say, okay. Now, why was this important? You're like, wait a minute, what does this have to do with recruiting? You just asked him for some life advice. My goal is what? What is my job? To educate Chuck to the point that he understands it. And if I ask him to look at what I'm doing, if he's any kind of an entrepreneurial person at all, he'll start connecting the dots without even me trying. So, then guess what I did? I didn't invite Chuck to learn from me. I said my dad and John Joyce, his partner, they're also involved. You know, would it work for us to get together for coffee or something? And they can explain it better than I could, because I'm an amateur here. Now I bring in credibility. So, and Chuck says, yeah, sure, I got to eat breakfast anyway. Or let's go have coffee somewhere. Be nice to see those guys. All right, fantastic. So I would schedule this little breakfast thing, and you know what I would do? Chuck, this is my dad. Dad, this is Chuck. Chuck, this is John Joyce. John Joyce, this is Chuck. Guys, I told Chuck that I got involved in this thing. I'm looking for some advice. I want to make sure he understands what I'm doing so he can give me the best advice. Could you tell him what it is that we're doing so he can understand it better than I could explain it? And then they would do the talking. I would just sit there and have breakfast. And this person would get educated. Okay. Sweet. And afterwards, I mean, these guys would do the closing for me, and they'd help the person sign up, and I'd just sit there with a big smile on my face. I'm like, Oh my God, how did this works really, really well. Okay, fantastic. So some of you already, I can see your brains working. You're like, I don't have that person in my local community. I don't have that person that's going to sit down and have coffee with me. I don't know how I'm going to make that thing work. Sure, you can make it work. Here's how you can make it work. Here's my phone, right? If you go have breakfast, if I have breakfast with Chuck, can I say, can I introduce you to somebody who can explain this better than I could? Well, take just a second. And then I FaceTime my friend that's in my business. And let's say it's Rachel. Say, hey, Rachel, how are you? This is my friend Chuck. He's giving me some advice on this business. I'm trying to help him explain what it is that I'm doing. Can you explain to him what it is that we're involved with and how it works? Here's Chuck. Could you do that? Is that possible? Yeah, it is. So you're going to have to find some friends. Doesn't have to be your upline. It could be a cross-line friend. It could find somebody in your company that you can do calls for them and they can do calls for you. Okay? Now, let's say I don't have either one of those things. Is there a video that's reasonably short that can do the education for me? Do you have one in your company? Put a one in the chat if you have one. You have something. It might not be perfect, but it's something. Yeah, you have that one thing. So if I'm sitting down with Chuck and say, Chuck, let's just take, is it all right? Because, look, I'm not very good at this. There's a video that explains it better than I could. Here's a little headphone. Here's my phone. We just watch it for 5 minutes or 7 minutes or whatever it is. And then you can give me your feedback on it. Sure. Doesn't it make it seem like you don't know what you're doing? Linda asks. Yes, which is the point. That's the whole point. I'm not an expert. I'm not a pro. Christine said so many videos are pretty cheesy. Fantastic. Just tell them this video, it's pretty cheesy, but it still explains it a little bit better than I could. So if you can get past the cheesy parts, it'll still give you some information. Okay? So once I got this video thing, I'm like, oh. And, you know, look, this is my walking to school every day uphill in the snow story. But back when I started, we didn't have links. We had VHS cassettes. That was how you showed a video to somebody. You couldn't text them a link. Are you kidding me? We had to buy a VHS cassette for $15. Then you had to find, I literally just remembered this for the first time in so long. You know what I had? I thought I was so cool. I had a little TV VCR thing that was battery operated that I brought to lunches and breakfasts, and I played them my video. I was so cool. Oh my gosh. I was so high tech. But it worked. People sat there and watched a little TV sitting on the table. And sometimes when you're watching it on a TV screen, it had a little bit more credibility than watching it on a phone screen, you know what I mean? But anyway, I was so cool. I also, when I traveled, I had a little tiny movie player thing where you go buy a DVD at the airport to watch a movie on the plane. Oh, I thought it was so cool. But anyway, so understand this. It's a volume game, right? I learned how to get people to watch a video. I learned how. The best way is face-to-face. If you can do it face-to-face. But that video changed the game for me because I didn't always have somebody else to help me. I had the video to help me. The video is your assistant to help you with education. Okay? So, let me give you a script of what you can use in order to get people to watch your video. Because now you can just send a link. Boom. It's right there in high definition, ready to go in their inbox or in their SMS or text or whatever. So here's a script, because here's what I learned. I went through this process of, first of all, dragging people in front of people who had more credibility than me, or if there was a local meeting, I'd drag them in front of that, and I'd get results. How long is short? What do you recommend? Under 10 minutes if you can get it, for sure. If it's over 10, boy, it better be interesting. You're going to lose them if it's not really interesting, really valuable. So as soon as the tape came out, I was passing out VHS cassettes asking people to watch them. And people just weren't watching them. It just got in a pile of stuff. And, they had to go find a VCR. They got to go plug it in. They had to go do all this stuff in order to be able to watch it. So here's my script I developed that took me from 10% of people watching my video to 90% of the people watching my video. Because if 90% watch the video, are you going to get better results? Yes, of course. More people get educated. So here's my script. Ready? I do a basic, hello, how you doing, yada, yada. And I say, I'm either going to use one of three approaches. A direct approach, hey, I have something for you. When I thought of somebody who could do well with this, I thought about you. If you have credibility with that person, it works. Okay? If you don't know, then use kind of a indirect approach of, hey, I need your advice, I need your wisdom, I need your thoughts, I need your business mind, I need, would you look at this and tell me, give me your thoughts, give me your advice, give me your input. Do you think it'll work in this market? Do you think this product will sell in this area of the world? What do you think about price point? What do you think about quality? Would you give me some feedback? It'd be great. Or super indirect. This is not for you, but do you know anybody who's money motivated, ambitious, dissatisfied, entrepreneurial? If you know somebody, I can help them and you can be a hero to them. That'd be great. Can I share with you what I'm doing so you can help me find some people? Right? One of those three. You're going to reach out and connect with people. And I'm going to give you one more before we finish this first hour, because I'm going to give you a couple very specific assignments. And tomorrow I'm going to teach you how to transition and how to help people join. Now, this is a crash course to get results, but you're going to have to do some homework in between these sessions in order to be able to get the results. So I go to Chuck and say, Chuck, I'm involved in this thing. I'm excited about it, but what do I know? You're smart. I'm dumb. You're wise. I'm stupid. I'm trying to figure out my life. Will you help me? Will you help me? I'll make it easy on you, right? Chuck says, sure. And little words like, I'll make it easy on you is very helpful. Because if somebody's busy, they need to know you're going to make it easy on them. Chuck says, sure. Great. I have a video that explains this way better than I could, gives you an overview. It's 7 minutes long. Here's question number 1. Write this down. If I sent you a link to this video, would you watch it? That's question number 1. If I sent you a link to this video, would you watch it? I didn't say, please watch my video. Please watch my video. Oh, I need you to watch my video. God, please watch my video. Or even worse, here's a video. I'd love you to watch it. You didn't even ask. You just sent them the video. If I sent you a link to this video, would you watch it? And they'll say, well, I don't know. I said, look, it's only 7 minutes long. It'd be, I know you're busy, but it would mean the world to me. Would you just take a look at this for me? If I sent you this link, if I haven't, let's say this is the video. I haven't sent you this link, but if I did, would you watch it? Really important language. Question number 2. He says yes. You can't just give him the link because now you're going to get 10% of people watching it. Not yet. Question number 1, if I give you the link to this video, would you watch it? Question number 2, he says yes. Question number 2, when do you think you could see it for sure? When do you think you could see it for sure? Now he's got to go in his mind and think about when does he have time to see it. I'll watch it right away, or I'll see it tonight after work. Or, by tomorrow, end of day, I'm really busy. Or over the weekend, I'll watch it. I don't care when he says. I just care that he gives me a time. When do you think you could see it for sure? Now he's got to go in his mind. It's like, oh, okay, well, I guess we're serious now. Tonight, I guess. He's got to literally go in his little calendar and think about, in his brain, think about a time when he can watch it for 7 minutes. Okay, great. So if I called you tomorrow morning, or if I sent you a text message tomorrow morning, you'll have seen it for sure, right? Question 3. So if I contacted you after that time, you'll have seen it for sure, right? And that gives them a time to I do have this going on and that going on, and I got the kids' games and da-da. Just give me a time for sure. Don't worry about it. Just let me know. I'll be able to watch it tonight. Fantastic. So if I contact you in the morning, you'll have seen it for sure, right? He said, yep. All right, but what's the best way for me to contact you? You want me to send you a text message? You want me to call you? Can't wait to hear what you think of it. He says text message. Around 10 o'clock, okay? Yeah, 10 o'clock's fine. All right, fantastic. Thanks so much, Chuck. This means the world to me. I can't wait to hear what you think about it. I'll be in touch with you tomorrow morning, 10 o'clock. Put it into your phone, put it into your calendar, put a little alarm or reminder. I got to send a follow-up message to Chuck about the video link that I sent. You will do, if you practice this at all, right? These simple little 4 steps, you'll accomplish your goal of them becoming a little bit more educated. Now, you'll go, if you're good at this, I'm good at this. So I can get somebody to, 80% to watch it. Even 20% still don't. You might start at 30%. 7 out of 10 are going to annoy you. Focus on the 3 out of 10 that watch it. Just don't get too hung up. People are busy. They got stuff going on. So let's say I contact Chuck. Somebody's already saying, I find that people, even with that, people don't watch. Yeah, I get it. Becky, I understand. Let's say I contact Chuck the next morning and I send him a text message. Now, if I ask him to watch a video, I didn't say if I, would you? If I ask him, Chuck, please watch my video. Then I contact him tomorrow morning. Have you watched it yet? Now I'm bothering him. But if I ask all these questions and he gives me all these answers, he gave me the answers. I didn't tell him when. He gave me all those answers. And now when I follow up, I'm being a professional, doing what I said I was going to do. I told you I was going to message you today at 10 a.m. I'm doing what I said I was going to do. Can't wait to hear what you thought about it. He texts me back, sorry, I'm in a meeting. I didn't get a chance to see it yet. Okay? If they ghost you, they ghost you. So? You can't catch a fish if you don't have a line in the water. You cannot, if you're not having conversations, you're not going to get anything. Some people got stuff going on. Now, I'm a little stickier than the average person. I'm going to be stickier. Okay? And I found that being sticky pays. Not being annoying, but being sticky. So if I say, we have this conversation, Chuck says, yes, I'll watch it. All right, I'll contact you at 10 o'clock tomorrow morning. I'll send you a text message. He says, okay. 10 a.m., I send him a text messages. He sends me back, sorry, I'm in a meeting. I had a lot of stuff going on. I didn't have a chance to see it yet. No problem. When do you think you could see it? For sure, for sure. And I literally use those words. When do you think you can see it for sure, for sure? He says, yeah, I got this going on and that going on. Look, I'm not emotionally tied to a time. I just, like I say, it's 7 minutes long. I just really, really am curious about your thoughts connected to what I'm doing. So just give me a time for sure. I cannot watch it until New Year's Day. It's May. Yep, can't watch it till New Year's Day. Fine. So if I contact you on January 2nd, you'll have seen it for sure, right? Great. What's the best way for me to contact you? No problem. I'll talk to you then. I put it in my calendar. January 2nd, I send him a message. You said for sure you're going to see it by January 1st. It's now January 2nd. What'd you like best about what you saw? And I'll keep coming back. And if it's my friend, I'm a little bit more... People don't get annoyed by the questions. I'm just being professional. That's all I'm doing. They would get annoyed if I was spamming them. They don't get annoyed if I'm asking for their permission. I asked for the framework. If I sent you this link, would you watch it? Yes. When can you watch it for sure? By this time. So if I contact you after that, you'll see it for sure. Yes? Yes. What's the best way for me to contact you? All right, I got it. It's in my calendar. I'll talk to you then. Now they're the flaky one. Because they set an appointment with you. You're not being annoying by doing what you said you were going to do. You're being professional. Make sense? So look, and I'll keep coming back, and I learned not to get too annoyed when people didn't do something they said they were going to do. I would just say, hey, no problem. Life happens. Things get in the way. Hey, kids had something going on with the kids, something had going on with work. Just give me a time for sure. Just as a reminder, it's only 7 minutes. And if it was my friend, I would say, look, I don't care if you join my company. I don't care if you buy the product. I really don't. The only thing I care about is that you understand what it is that I'm doing. You can get a decent understanding in 7 minutes. I'm going to keep calling. All you got to do is watch it and tell me what you think. Give me your what you like best about it. Give me your feedback on it. And fine. No problem. Don't get under the misunderstanding that I'm desperate for your time and attention. I feel an obligation that you understand what it is that I'm doing. That's what I want you to understand. Does this make sense at all? All right, so let me give you, in the last 2 minutes, I want to give you a couple assignments, and tomorrow we're going to make this all sing, okay? We're going to make this all go. I want you to, 1, make a decision. 2, I want you to make a list, a fresh list. Take 60 minutes and make a list, as many people as you can write on paper. 3, I want you to rank that list with the attributes that we talked about, 5-star or whatever, how many stars you have, down to 0 stars. And we're going to start with the high star people. And I want you to establish what tools are you going to invite people to. Tools or events. Is there a Zoom that your company has that you can invite somebody to? Is there a video recording? Is there a short video that would give them a little bit of information? Can you, what are you going to invite them to? If there's an event, I always like inviting to an event first, and if they can't do the event, then back off to something either online or a tool. But for me, at the beginning, I really leaned on tools. A lot. I really leaned on tools in order to be able to help people become successful. Now, tomorrow, what I'm going to give you is I'm going to give you an absolutely spectacular recruiting question. An invitation that's so amazing, it's unreal. Just absolutely amazing. I want you to do your homework today, but tomorrow I'm going to teach you what to say to people, how to say it, how to follow up, how to deal with questions and objections, and how to enroll. We're going to cover a lot in an hour, okay? I'll teach you how to do the invitation. So let me give you one last assignment for today. Decide, make a list, rank the list, figure out what tools you have, and then I'd like you to start as many conversations as humanly possible. Take your phone, literally, start with A or start with Z, and just start a conversation with them. Hey, how are you? What's going on? How's your day? Whatever. Just start. Every single person, and if you're like, what do I say? Just say hello. I mean, you can start there. How's the family? What's going on? Say something personal to them. But have as many conversations as you can humanly have, because if you have all these conversations, transitioning the conversation to a business or a product or an education type conversation tomorrow will become much easier. Today, I just want you to start. Pretend I'm paying you $100 for every conversation you start. Cash. It just magically comes out of the ceiling. You start a conversation, $100 lands in front of you. And another $100 lands in front of you. And another one, and another one. How many could you do? You have 24 hours to do it. A lot of them, right? Now, again, don't make me sit in your house and say, okay, Norman, how many conversations have you started? Like, come on. You don't need to scroll on social. Just start some conversations. Let's go. We could do hundreds and hundreds and hundreds in order to be able to start it. This is just filling up the funnel. Tomorrow, if you're like, what do I do? What do I say? Don't worry about all that stuff. I'll give you that stuff tomorrow. Start a conversation with everybody. We're going to focus on the 5-star, 4-stars, of course, but start a conversation with as many people as possible, because some are going to surprise you. Just start. Doesn't have to be anything about business. Just start. Okay? Now, if those of you in the general session would like to be part of the VIP session and get recordings of this today, the bonus session today, tomorrow, the bonus session tomorrow, and the third day, the 2-hour special session just for VIPs, you can upgrade for $49.99. Here's the QR code. Here's the link. You can just click on the upgrade button if you're in the dashboard currently to be able to do that. So that will give you the information for tomorrow. Okay. Where will they find the recordings? I don't know that. After the challenge, after the challenge, we'll send you an email with all the instructions on how you get it. Okay. So those of you in VIP, they just hang out. You just hang out. Those of you in general session, if you want to join the VIP, I'd recommend it. Put a little investment into your future, into your business. You're going to get a lot more information. We're going to do Q&A and coaching for the next hour on these topics. But make sure you come back tomorrow. Okay? Make sure you come back and plug in tomorrow. I will give you the most powerful recruiting approach you can use to find people who are interested in business. It's so good. It's so good. It's magical. It works in every culture, in every language, in every company. It's amazing. And I will walk you through it exactly step by step tomorrow, 11 a.m. Pacific time, same time, okay? So that's it for today. We went about 3 minutes over. But for VIPs, we're going to give them a few minutes. Yeah, we'll give you 5 minutes to go to the bathroom or get something to drink or whatever you need to do. We'll give you 5 minutes and we'll come back. VIPs, just hang out where you are. You don't need to go anywhere. The rest of you, I hope you either join us in VIP or I'll see you tomorrow at 11 o'clock. Okay, everybody, be well. Talk to you soon. Bye.